In this quick guide, we're going to be looking at how to take a playlist created in a pad and schedule it to play at a specific time using the AutoPlayer software that's included with all the school radio packages. So we're going to start with a playlist that was created in one of the previous quick guides, and I'm going to show you how to save it as a pad list that can be loaded by AutoPlayer, and also how to actually load it into AutoPlayer and leave it so it will play at a scheduled or specific time. So the first thing we need to do is go over to Myriad again. So just let's go over to Myriad and get started. Okay, so here we've got the pad list. We have covered how to create this in one of the previous quick guides, so we won't cover that again. But let's assume that this is actually the program that we want to schedule to play at a certain time. It's about 8 minutes long, so let's say we also want to add in a few songs into here. So let's just add in a couple of songs into there just to pad it out a little bit, and that'll do nicely. So that gives us around 22 minutes. Let's pop one more song in, and another one up here. So I'm aiming for about 30 minutes of programming, which looks good. So what I want to do now is we need to save this as a pad run so that we can then load it into AutoPlayer. This also has the added advantage that we can then load it back into Myriad later as well. So if we wanted to use this again later, or maybe use it as a template for next week's show, then we could do so. So to save the pad, you click on the Save Pad button, which is this one here, the one that looks like a old floppy disk. And it's important we save it in the right place so that AutoPlayer can actually view it. So we want to be in the P squared folder, and we want to be in directory, no, wrong one, sorry, Myriad, and then AutoPlayer. So it's really important that we have that there. So we want to look in the C drive, P squared, Myriad, AutoPlayer. And we just want to call it show name, so call it my show, and that's now saved it into the correct place. And now we can jump over to AutoPlayer to actually see how we would schedule that to play at a specific time. Now AutoPlayer is currently running, but when AutoPlayer is running, it runs kind of minimized, so it's not represented on the main start bar here. But if you it'll either be in the sys tray down here, which is with these little icons, or sometimes if there's not enough room, as is in the case on this PC, if you click on the little up arrow, you get additional items there, and that's the AutoPlayer icon there. So let's load up AutoPlayer. So now you can see it is sitting on the start bar there. So this is AutoPlayer, and on the normal AutoPlayer screen you'd have a list of the playlists or carts that are scheduled to play today. But as you can see, currently we have nothing scheduled for today. So what I can do is I'm going to edit the schedule, and I'm going to take the pad I just saved in Myriad, and I'm going to schedule it to play at 4 o'clock tonight. Okay, so first thing to do is click on the Edit Schedule button. This opens up the schedule window, and there are two views here. There's the list view, which just gives you a list of stuff for each day, and there is the week view, which gives you the date, the days and the times for each day. And to add this pad to play at a specific time, we want to be on the week view, because we want to add this in to play at 4 o'clock today. So what we can do is if we click on carts, the carts tab allows us to drag a specific cart into. So if we'd have mixed that show down and we had it as a cart on the audio wall, we could drag that in to play at a certain time. So if I had a burning desire to have this Hannah Montana song play at 3 o'clock today, I could drag that in there, and it would actually put that into the schedule to play. And if I save the schedule here and go back onto the daily thing, you can see actually at 1500 we've got The Party by Hannah Montana is now queued, ready to play. But I want to remove that, so I'm going to right click and remove that, because we don't want that to happen. What we actually want to do is take the pad that we saved a few minutes ago and schedule that to play at 4 o'clock today. Now the reason we saved the pad in that very specific folder location is that will automatically appear in this list here. So you can see my show is there. So to schedule that to play at 4 o'clock today, all I need to do is scroll down to 4 o'clock today, and drag the entire pad over. So I want to put it here. Just going to play it at 4 o'clock. So you can see it's just over half an hour long, so it's put all of the information there. And let's say I was actually going to play it twice, then of course I could do that, and that would then put it in to play directly after. So you can imagine if you had 2 or 3 different pads, 2 or 3 different shows that different year groups or students had put together, you could very easily build the schedule for the week. And in order for this to play, I'm just going to remove this second one because we don't need it in there. In order for this to play, we just save the schedule, and you can see my show is now scheduled to play at 4 p.m. And this is the crucial bit. You want to leave AutoPlayer playing, minimize it, or you can leave it on screen, doesn't really matter which, and it will automatically start playing at 4 o'clock and play through that entire show. So you don't need to have Myriad running. You could close Myriad altogether. As long as AutoTrack is running, then it will play out automatically at the scheduled time. And that's all there is to AutoPlayer. You can use it to create shows, to schedule your programs, either pads or pre-recorded content to play at various times. It's done on a rolling weekly basis, so you can sort of set up next week's schedule at the beginning of the week. Okay, any other things then check the other quick guides, and hopefully this completes the series of quick guides for you.